It's Friday the 5th of July 2013. It's about 9 o'clock and today is the first day of my expedition to Peru. It is Friday 5th of July 2013. It's about 11:30. We've been planning this trip for 2 years and it's stopped. The bus has stopped, the trip has stopped. We might as well go home now.
We're all going to die!
We're all going to die. And everyone's having fun. Aren't we having fun, guys? Yes.
Some nice views of Britain.
I love you.
Thanks for that, Matt.
We have a rubbish bin.
Oh, Jack.
We showed up at the airport. There's Ben and Phil. We showed up at the airport to find that we weren't on the plane. We hadn't been booked in. So we had to go through all kinds of desks and talk to lots of people, and there was a lot of running. It was very stressful. We've just gone through the airport. We didn't know the result of the wilderness semi-finals. We just found out that Murray's through, which is great, and that Djokovic is in the final, having just beaten Del Potro. And this is playing quite often on TV. Mr. Southwest is behind me. And we're walking into our plane, which flies into Madrid, and we happen to notice that Juan Martín Del Potro, who's just lost to Djokovic, is actually on our plane, sitting at the front, and we all walked past. We did that very British thing of just sort of nodding, like we know you, but you don't know us. So yeah, that's quite exciting.
I love how excited we all are.
We're very excited here. So we're not too worried about the delay in the flight due to the fact that we've seen a top-class tennis player. It's going to be a good trip.
Save us, please.
We're on the second flight to Peru.
We need good food.
We've just had what can only be described as the meal from hell. Quite frankly, we ordered pasta, didn't we? But I don't know if that's what it actually was. It wasn't particularly enjoyable. And we've been on the plane for about 2 hours, and we're already bored and tired because there's no TV.
10.5 hours left.
We're in Peru. We're in Peru, guys. Can I have a share? Yeah. It's 10 to 7 Peruvian time. We've been up for about 20 hours. We had a really long flight. The food was absolutely awful. But glad to be here. And hopefully it's going to be a really good trip. Good morning. Welcome to Lima. It's about 9:30. You can hear Matt downstairs. So after we got off the bus yesterday, we came to our hostel, which is pretty cool. We got yelled at by a crazy Peruvian woman who seemed to think we'd illegally parked in front of her house. That was all very exciting. A little bit of abuse. Got to the hostel, it's very nice. Had our first experience of Peruvian breakfast this morning, which was really cool. Had this nice bread with some jam. Here's Matt. We also had some guava juice. Oh god, here comes everyone. Guava juice, which was really nice.
Lovely guava juice.
And some Peruvian milk. We like the Peruvian milk, it's a bit different. Yeah, oh, here's Ben's coming as well.
Hello.
Everyone's in the video.
It's the gang.
It's the whole crew. How nice is that? Hello. Had a pretty hectic day yesterday. We had to book all our transport and accommodation to Arequipa, which is where we're going next. Last night we decided that we'd go and see the water fountains in Lima, which apparently going to be a really nice attraction, a really cool sight to see. And there's Matt. I can't get to do any of these videos on my own. It's quite far away, so we had to get a bus. And then the bus was a bit crap, really.
Hello.
It was kind of like a death bus. We sort of got on not knowing where we needed to go. And it went really quickly.
Below there.
And everyone kept jumping on and off. And it was all really hectic. And there was lots of yelling. And we only had dollars and we needed Peruvian sol. So that was fun. Annie is winning. That's the creepiest thing I've ever seen. It's Louis! Hello. I'm currently on a bus. It's a Cruz del Sur night bus. It's taking us from Lima to Arequipa. We spent the day organising it. We did a little recce this morning to find out where it was because we got a bit lost yesterday trying to find it. But we got here eventually. We got here in pretty good time. We had a bit of trouble with the hostel because they were expecting us to give them more money than we actually did. But we sorted it all out in the end. It was all a big misunderstanding. As there are lots of things in Peru, if you don't speak Spanish, it's all a big misunderstanding. Very sorry. I mean, this is 16.5 hours, which sounded pretty bad, but we're going to sleep through most of it. It's pretty nice. So, see you in Arequipa. Hello, welcome to Arequipa. Today has been a pretty good day. I was selected as leader this morning. We had a driver come and pick us up, and Faye had booked the hostel, Faye Metham, and the driver was holding up a sign that said, "Say Methan." So close enough for a Peruvian trying to understand English. We need to get some bus tickets because we're going on our trek tomorrow. So me, Jack and Louis went to get those bus tickets, which involved getting a cab, and it was mental. The Peruvians drive with absolutely no fear and very little hesitation. That was pretty exciting, I guess. Got to the bus station, got all the tickets sorted out after having to exchange dollars to sol. A woman tried to pickpocket me, which was quite interesting. Thankfully all my valuables were zipped away securely, and there was nothing in my pocket, but that was an experience, I guess. We did all this with Marcio, who was our guide for the next couple of days. He seems to know absolutely everyone, and he's very experienced at what he's doing, so that's good. I really like Arequipa, much prefer it to Lima. It seems to be a lot more natural, a lot less commercial, no McDonald's and KFCs everywhere you look, so this definitely feels more like Peru. Hello. Since my last vlog, we've come out of Arequipa. We got ourselves a night bus. We're in the village of Cujana now. Oh, here comes Jack. Here comes Jack.
Hi.
And Phil and just about everyone.
Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, so we got off the bus
Hola.
at 3 in the morning. The bus stopped at some pretty dodgy places, if I'm being kind. Some of the places we stopped at were a little bit hairy, but for the most part it was okay. We didn't get that much sleep on the bus because it was very bumpy. And then we stopped in a hostel called Hotel Chavaz, which was again a bit dodgy. Walls that were all sort of warped and damp beds and all sorts. And they're taking a picture now. But then I'm doing a video, and then sorry, I've been in all the pictures. And then we got up this morning. We've gone with our guide Marcio. We got a bus out here to Alca, and then we come up, hiked up over the mountains, and we're currently in the schoolyard of Cujana. There's no kids in at the moment because they finished school at 1 because it's so hot. I'll just sort of do a 360. There's everybody, and then got some nice mountains in the background. So overall, pretty good day, enjoying life at the moment. Hello, still in Peru. There's a waterfall over there. Since yesterday, we finished our trek, went to a hot spring, which was natural volcanic water, which was really warm, really nice. It was a bit like a swimming pool, but the water was all fresh and natural, and it was really cool. We went to a Peruvian restaurant. We had trout, which was a bit interesting, fresh. You could see the heads and everything. I tried a bit of that. Can't say it was my favourite, but it's still alright. And this morning we've got up and we're now in the Cotahuasi Canyon. And as you can see, the scenery is absolutely mind-blowing. It's incredible. It almost doesn't feel real. It's really brilliant. So I've got lots of good pictures that I can have a look at when I get back. So overall, it's pretty great. Hello. I'm just waiting for Matt to make an appearance. There he is. We're sort of stranded at the moment. We've finished our trekking phase, and we're at the campsite where we've been staying for the last couple of days in the canyon. Our bus showed up, but it had a flat tyre, and then the replacement tyre had absolutely no tread and had a big slash going through it, so we couldn't get on it. And then they asked us to pay, and we're not going to pay because we couldn't get on the bus. And now we're waiting for another bus to appear, which is really frustrating. Oh. Hello. Okay. That's my responsible adult. Okay. Although this is a bit annoying, I have really enjoyed my time in the canyon. It's been incredible. Some of the scenery is just mind blowing, but now it's just a little bit annoying. But what are you going to do? These things happen. So hopefully I'll see you in somewhere that's not here. Hopefully we'll be leaving. Bye. Hello, I'm in Cusco, and here is the lovely skyline. It's really quite impressive. Something I forgot to mention was that we'd actually had dinner with the locals in Cotahuasi, which was really cool. We went, Jack, Sam, Sally and I went to help dig part of the road that they're making up there, and in repayment they let us come to their meal, which was really nice, sort of like pasta and meat. It was sort of like a barbecue-y sort of thing, which was really cool. I was sort of expecting it to be a bit, I don't know, a bit different, but it was actually really nice, really well cooked. Where I was with the last vlog was we had the bus that didn't have the right tyre. We then got another bus in, which also didn't have the right tyres. We then got another bus, which was actually a public bus that we had to private hire, but that one was okay. We were in the town briefly, sorted out some food, and then we got on a Chromatex bus, which was horrible and really bumpy and not nice at all, and we were on that for a while, and then that drops off at Arequipa in the early hours of the morning. We then got a hostel in Arequipa, which was pretty good, and then that day in Arequipa we sort of explored a bit. We went to a monastery, which was really impressive. We had alpaca. We had a meal in a Peruvian restaurant. I had alpaca for the first time. That was really nice. That was sort of steaky, lamby sort of tasting meat, so that was really good. And then that night we got a Cruz del Sur bus, so where I am now, which is Cuzco. We've done a lot of exploring in Cuzco. I've bought some presents, bought a couple of souvenirs, and we're going to go out tonight. Hopefully we're going to go to a nice Peruvian restaurant and try some more local cuisine, but it's been a pretty hectic few days, but I'm still really enjoying it. Hello, I'm in the Sacred Valley at the moment, as hopefully you can tell. We moved out of Cuzco a couple of days ago, left our hostel, then got a bus here. Cuzco was really cool. We met this guy called Dario, who spoke quite good English, and turned out to be Norberto Solano's cousin, apparently, when we said we were from England. So that was quite interesting, and he helped us out quite a lot. So we got the bus into the Sacred Valley, which is really great. We're doing our community project now, which is sort of the main focus of our trip. We did our first day of work yesterday, which was pretty good. We were moving lots of rocks to help build a well, which will then be used as a source for pipes, which will then sort of feed irrigation ditches and provide families with water so they can do more farming. And it should help increase the harvest, which is really good. It's a really good project, and enjoying it quite a lot. We've done a bit of football since we got here. When we first arrived, we brought some footballs in Cuzco. We played with the locals, and the kids are very good, especially in goal. So they seem to have no fear. And then there's another school here called Ormskirk, which I'm not sure if you can tell by the name. It's from Liverpool. So we play the Scousers at football, and I scored, unbelievably. As Sam put it, never scores goals in England, but take him to Peru. And there you have it. So we ended up losing 4-2, but it was a pretty good game. It was chucking it down. It felt like playing in England, and the altitude is insane because there's so little oxygen up here. As soon as you start running, you just, after one run, you're really out of breath, and it takes a minute to sort of get back into the flow of things. But I'm really enjoying it here. Just being in the sort of traditional Peruvian village is really eye-opening, and the way that these people live in a completely different culture to ours. It's very different from the cities that we've been to, and this is more of what I expected Peru to be like, to be honest. There's currently a market on. It's Sunday, so we're not working today. We've got a rest day, so I think we're going to go and play some more footy and just enjoy ourselves. This section of the trip has been really good. I'm enjoying it out here.
Hello.
Hello, I'm in the Sacred Valley at the moment. This is where we've been doing our project, and as you can see, it's pretty amazing. Best place I've ever done any work. I'll just sort of show you quickly, as everyone. Over there we've been building, it's sort of like it's a well basically, it's like a water storage unit, and there's 5 groups working here, we're the third group. So the first 2 groups have helped to put that together. We've been collecting the stones to reinforce it, and then they're going to dig runways for the water to go down, so the water can go down to the village and be accessible to all the different families, and hopefully boost their harvest. Now it's very difficult to walk up here because there's nearly no air, or very little oxygen, so you're breathing very heavily. We played a bit more football yesterday with the Peruvian locals. We sort of semi-adopted 5 children. We had Chippy, who used to chip the ball over his head all the time. Diego, because he had a hat that said Diego on it. Levi's, because he was wearing leather, denim on denim. Eminem, because he had a hoodie on. And then Rain Cloud, because he sort of ran around with a poncho and it spread out like a rain cloud. So we're making friends. We're naming Peruvian children. We're effectively babysitters. We've just been attacked. We've been attacked by a horse. I don't know if you can see. You can't really. There's some horses over there. We were just walking back from our project, which is really good today. We mixed cement and, oh my god, helped to build the well. And a horse just came flying past us. So that was quite entertaining. and then it came back the other way. And we're all okay, guys, we're all alive. Sam can climb remarkably fast if he needs to. Yeah, we just about survived. Hello, I'm currently in Ollantay Tambo, which is a small town in Peru. We're on our way to Aguas Calientes, and then from there we're going to head up to Machu Picchu. Just sort of give you an idea where I am. Currently on the roof of our hostel, Chaskawasi, which is run by Katie, and she has lots of cats on the wall and a cat in a Superman coat. So it's a very cat-friendly area. Maybe miss my little Gizzard at home, so looking forward to seeing her again soon. It's only about a week till we come back now, so we're definitely in the home stretch. So after Machu Picchu, we're going to be going to places like Paracas and Huacachina and sort of going into the R&R stage, which we're pretty excited about. So, yeah. Hello, I'm currently in Machu Picchu, so I'm sure you can see another one of my fantastic 360-degree-ish shots. Ben's over there. Come on, Ben. Come on. Get in the video.
Hello.
Look how happy he is.
I'm very happy.
It's been a wonderful trip to Machu Picchu. The walk this morning was... Oh, God. Here we go. Here we go. Everyone's going to...
Hey!
Long time!
Okay, let me... Ow. Why did you do that?
Because I do that in Jack's.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not Jack, though, am
Wait,
I?
you need to show his shoulder.
No, I don't. What is that? Don't... Oh, my God. Oh.
Hello. Hello, Jesse.
Yeah. So the walk was
You're gonna
great.
kiss him.
Wasn't it, Matt? It was wonderful.
Let him do his blog.
Oh, yeah, can I see that sent
Oh,
to you?
okay. Oh, Jesus Christ, Matt. So yeah, it took us a while to get up here, but the fog has finally cleared, and it's actually quite nice when you can see it, for God's sake. Yeah, it was really cloudy this morning, which was a bit of a disappointment. We were a bit downhearted, but now we can see everything, and it's wonderful. Hello, I'm currently sitting by the river next to our campsite in Aguas Calientes, which is the little town sort of right next to Machu Picchu. We got down today. I've really enjoyed it actually. It was a little bit disappointing at first because we got up at like 4 in the morning. We were all really tired, and when we got up there, it was so cloudy you couldn't see a thing at all, and we were all a bit bummed out that it wasn't too great. But actually, later in the afternoon, the sun came out and we got some good pictures, and actually got to see Machu Picchu, which was really impressive. But yeah, I've come to sit by this river now, which is absolutely lovely. This just feels so natural. A lot of Peru has felt very commercialised, but this feels like I was expecting Peru to feel, if you know what I mean. We had a bit of a reflection on the trip last night because the main stage is done. We're into the R&R now, which is good. And it was just really nice to sort of identify your strengths and your weaknesses and what you think you should build on and how well you've done and what you'd excel at and what you needed to improve on. And it was really good, so I really enjoyed that. And I'm glad that we had that talk. But overall, I think these few weeks have been successful. I wouldn't necessarily say it's been the most fun-filled trip, but the learning curve we've been through has been really sharp, but really good. Really, and I think that'll benefit us much more in the long run than having it all done for us and really, really easy and relaxing, which is I think what we may have been expecting at the start. By having to do it the hard way, I think we'll benefit so much more in the long run. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. I've loved it here. Looking forward to the next week, and then coming home, which I'm also looking forward to. So see you soon. Welcome to Huacachina. I'm in the middle of the desert at the moment, which is pretty cool. I'll show you again, but it's pretty much all sand as far as the eye can see. Here's the sand buggies that we've just ridden in, which is pretty exhilarating to say the least. Yeah, we've been in Huacachina for the last few days. Huacachina is sort of a little oasis with some stuff, sort of things to do around it. It's predominantly a sand buggy and sandboarding area, but we stayed in a hostel here called Desert Nights, which is really good. Came back from Machu Picchu via Cuzco for a day, and then yeah, we got the bus from Cuzco to here, and it's almost the end of the trip now. It's getting pretty sad because we're realising we're going to have to go home, which I am very excited about, but I'm also sad to leave. because when you're in scenery like this, it's just insane. You just don't get this in England. So I'm pretty happy at the moment. Pretty cool. Hello. I'm currently in Lima Airport. It has finally come to the end of our trip. What a trip it has been. It's just been wonderful. Yeah, I'm got mixed emotions right now. I'm very excited to be going home, but at the same time, I'm a bit sad to be leaving Peru. And of course, it wouldn't be a vlog unless Matt was in it. Oh, just beautiful. I love my group so much. So yeah, we got a flight to Madrid, and then from Madrid,
I like to move it.
we're going to London, and then I'll see my family again. Everyone will be happy. And so vain. So yeah, it's the end of the trip. Don't kiss.
Matt, it's another one. It's another one. It is another one.
Goodbye.